will learn about the parts of a flower: sepals, petals, stamen, and pistil. Which part of the flower protects the developing bud? The hard, leaf-like structures of a flower are called sepals. They are at the base of the flower and protect the bud before it blooms into a flower. Sepals are generally green in color, and the hibiscus flower usually has 5 sepals. The sepals are collected in the calyx. The number of sepals varies in different flowering plants. Which part of the flower is brightly colored? The brightly colored portions of a flower that attract insects and birds are called petals. The hibiscus flower has 5 petals and 5 sepals. Like sepals, the number of petals also varies in different flowering plants. Petals are collectively called corolla. The petals are brightly colored, while the sepals remain green in color. Interestingly, petals, sepals cannot be differentiated in a few flowers as they look very similar. In such flowers, the petals and sepals combine to form a round shape, which is called tepal. Stamens and pistil of a flower are involved in reproduction. That is, the formation of new plants. They form the reproductive parts of a flower. Which is the male reproductive part of a flower? Stamen is the male reproductive part of a flower. The small tube with a little bulge present at the end of a stamen is called filament. The filament has a yellow sac called anther. This yellow sac contains pollen grains, which contain male reproductive cells. Like sepals and petals, every flowering plant differs in the number of stamens too. Which part of the flower is called the female reproductive part? The female reproductive part of the flower is pistil. It comprises of 3 parts: stigma, style, and ovary. The upper end of the pistil is called stigma, where pollen grains get deposited and enter the pistil. The narrow tubular part is called style, that connects the stigma to the lower part of the pistil. The lower bulgy part of the pistil is called ovary. It contains ovules. How can we see the ovules inside the ovary? The ovary can be cut longitudinally or transversely to see the female reproductive cells. Ovules that appear as bead-like structures. The number and arrangement of ovules differ in different flowering plants. Like stamens, the number of pistils also varies from flower to flower. In this module, you learnt that the parts of a flower are sepals, petals, stamens, and pistil. The hard leaf-like structures located at the base of the flower are called sepals. The brightly colored parts of a flower are known as petals. The stamen is the male reproductive part, and the pistil is the female reproductive part of a flower. Each stamen has a filament that bears knob-like anthers at the top. The anthers contain a pollen sac which produces pollen grains. The pollen grains contain the male reproductive cells. The pistil consists of 3 parts: ovary, style, and stigma.